Hello friends, welcome back to Saujanya's English class. This is our topic of the day, determiners. Determiner is a word that introduces a noun. So it acts as a modifier. What is the job of a modifier? To give more information about noun. Determiner also does that. It is one of the types of modifiers. Broadly, there are four types of determiners. They are articles, possessive adjectives, demonstrative adjectives, and quantifiers. Let us learn more about them. Articles. Articles are again two types. Indefinite articles and an, and definite article the. Look at the examples. This is a dog. General sense. This is the dog I was talking about. So there is a difference if you see. This is a dog in the sense can be any dog. A means any, okay, not specific. So in general sense, a dog. This is the dog I was talking about. Here I am being specific. The reference of this dog is already given. This is the dog I was talking about. The dog. It has become the dog over here. Okay. So as we all know, singular countable nouns should take a and an before them. Singular countable nouns. And then dogs are loyal. The dogs are sold. So if you observe these two sentences, dogs are loyal. Here in general sense I am talking, and I don't need to use any definite article before this noun dogs. Okay, dogs are loyal in the sense all dogs are loyal, the whole species of dogs. Okay, here in the second sentence, the dogs are sold. Here I am being specific. The dogs, some particular dogs in a house or something. Okay, the dogs are sold. There are other animals available, but the dogs are sold. Specific ones, not every dog, that particular ones which are available in that particular place. Specific. Okay, so in the case of plural countable nouns, we may or may not use definite article the. In the first example, we haven't used. We said dogs are loyal, general sense. When we specify that noun, plural countable nouns, then we have to use the. We can't say dogs are sold. It means that every dog is sold. Every dog in this world is sold. But we are being specific. Whenever we specify things, we need to use definite article the. Possessive adjectives. There is a difference between possessive pronouns and possessive adjectives. Even demonstrative adjectives also. Many students make a mistake in identifying them as possessive adjectives and possessive pronouns, demonstrative adjectives and demonstrative pronouns. But there is a simple trick. Whenever you observe a sentence or a phrase, if these possessives or demonstratives are followed by nouns, they are adjectives. If they can stand on their own, they are pronouns. Okay, that is the subtle difference between them. Possessive adjectives can be of pronouns my, our, your, his, her, its, their, or of nouns as well. With the help of an apostrophe s, we denote that. Okay, Rena's apostrophe s, John's apostrophe s. Okay, and then examples. This is my book. You observe all these sentences. I borrowed Rena's car. I like her simplicity. The dog slept in its kennel. The interiors of their house are beautiful. So if you observe all these sentences, this is my possessive. My what? Book. Book is the noun which is determined by this possessive adjective my. Okay. Rena's. Rena's what? Car. So car is the noun which is determined by this possessive noun. Rena's. Okay. Actually this is possessive of noun which is acting as an adjective. What is the duty of an adjective? To give more information about a noun. What car? Rena's car. So this possessive of noun is acting as an adjective. Okay, determining the noun car. Her simplicity. Her what? Simplicity. So simplicity is the noun that is being determined by this possessive adjective her. The dog slept where? In the kennel. Which kennel? Whose kennel? Its kennel. So this is determining the noun kennel. Okay, the interiors of whose house are beautiful? Their house are beautiful. So there is the possessive adjective determining the noun house. Okay, so possessive adjectives duty is to determine any noun in the sentence or in a noun phrase. And then come demonstrative adjectives. There are only 4 demonstrative words, as we all know: this, that, these, and those. Okay, if they are followed by nouns, they are adjectives. If they can stand on their own, they are pronouns. Okay, so here demonstrative adjectives only can act as determiners, not demonstrative pronouns. Please try and understand that difference first. This is used for singular and close objects which you can touch, which you can handle. Singular and close nouns. For example, this dress is mine. So in this case, either you are able to handle this dress in your hand or you can touch it, which is very close to you. Okay, then you can use this particular this. This is the determiner which is determining the noun dress. Okay, so and then these, used for plural and close objects. This for singular and close, these for plural and close. Look at that. These books are old. So here also you are able to handle those books in your hand or you are able to touch them. Okay, then only you can use this plural. Plural and close objects take these. Singular and close objects take this. Okay, and then that is used for singular and distant objects which are not close, which are far from you. Example, that car is nice. Though you are able to see the car, you are not able to touch it. Okay, it is distant from you. That is why that car is mine. So that is the determiner determining the noun car. And then those is used for plural and distant objects. For example, those flowers are withered. You are able to point out at those flowers, but you are not able to touch them. Okay, so plural and distant objects. Those modifying flowers, the noun flowers. So this is used for singular and close objects. These is used for plural and close, whereas that is used for singular and distant. Those is used for plural and distant objects. So this is about demonstrative adjectives as determiners. And then comes quantifiers. Again, quantifiers are of 2 types: adjectives of quantity and adjectives of number. Again, adjectives of number are of 2 types: ordinals and cardinals. Let us learn more about them. Adjectives of quantity: a few, another, several, much, many, a lot of, any, some, which determine the quantity of one particular noun, a quantity of any uncountable noun. Okay, look at the example. A few books on the list are my favorite. So if you look at this example, a few, in the sense some books. There are not many on the list, but there are some books on that particular list which are my favorite. Okay, a few what? Books. A few is the quantifier determining the noun books over here. Okay, and then ordinals. Ordinals are nothing but first, second, third, which tell us about the placement of that noun. Example, the 5th boy in the row is my cousin. So 5th is the ordinal determining the noun boy over here. Which boy? The 5th boy in the row. And then cardinals. Cardinals are numerous, like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, etc. Look at the example. 3 pairs of dresses are enough for the camp. Okay, so 3 is the determiner determining the noun pairs over here. 3 pairs of dresses are enough for the camp. So 3 is determining the noun pairs over here. Okay, so this is about quantifiers, adjectives of quantity and adjectives of number. And then we have to learn about predeterminers as well. Predeterminers can be multipliers, fractions, and intensifiers. Let us learn about them. Multipliers like twice, 3 times, 10 times, like that. Example, I get my salary twice a month. So twice is the predeterminer here, followed by indefinite article, which is followed by the noun. Okay, twice a month, 2 times in a month. That is what I mean to say. So these are called as multipliers. And then his salary is 3 times the previous one. Okay, what all he is earning is 3 times the previous one, in the sense 3 times more than the previous one. Okay, so these types of expressions are not so common and frequent, but there are some expressions like these as well, so better be aware of them. 3 times the previous one, in the sense 3 times more than the previous one. And then I eat 2 times a day. 2 times, how many times I eat? 2 times, indefinite article a followed by day. Fractions, half, 1/4, 1/10, etc. Example, we use 1/4 our income for charity. 2/3 their property is spent on cars. So this is somewhat, native type of usage. So we use 1/4. How do we say this? We use 1/4 of our income. We add one preposition of. 2/3 of their property, we say. Of we add over here. But native people use it mostly like this. Without preposition, they prefer to use. It has the same meaning as 1/4 of our income. Without of also, this is a right sentence. Don't think that something is wrong with this sentence. We use 1/4 our income. Of course, preposition is missing. At a single glance, we feel that, but it is not a wrong usage. It is the most native sort of usage of this. So, predeterminers can be multipliers, fractions, and intensifiers. We have seen the use of multipliers and fractions as determiners here. Okay, and let us learn more about intensifiers as predeterminers. Hope you haven't forgotten this lesson. Used to express opinion about the noun they modify. What do they do? Intensifiers as predeterminers. What do they do? They express opinion. Most commonly used opinion intensifiers are what and such. Look at the structure. Opinion word plus indefinite article plus adjective plus noun. Example, what a pleasant day. Such a beautiful girl. If you look at these two examples, what is the intensifier here? What followed by indefinite article a followed by adjective pleasant followed by the noun day. Okay, so this is the structure. Opinion word plus indefinite article plus adjective plus noun. Okay, and such a beautiful girl. Opinion word intensifier such, indefinite article a, beautiful adjective, and girl noun. So in this way, intensifiers can act as predeterminers. Why are we saying predeterminers? Because we already have articles over here. Articles are the main determiners, but intensifiers here acting as predeterminers. What is meant by pre? Before. One more category. These are used to mention the degree or quality of the noun. Most commonly used intensifiers for this purpose are quite and rather. Look at the structure. Intensifier plus indefinite article plus adjective plus noun. Example, it's quite a good experience. We are saying it. It's quite. That is intensifier a, indefinite article, good, adjective, and experience, noun, abstract noun. So here what are we doing? We are using intensifier quite as predeterminer. We have already one determiner, main determiner, that is a. It's rather a small apartment. Rather, intensifier, indefinite article a, small adjective, and apartment noun. We mean to say it is really small apartment. Okay, so rather is an intensifier which is acting as a predeterminer. Here also we have one indefinite article which is a main determiner. Okay, these predeterminers come before the main determiners. And the usage of order of the determiners, even this is also very important. Articles, possessive adjectives, and demonstrative adjectives are called as main determiners. A combination of these is not possible. A car, or my car, both are okay. It makes sense, right? A car in the sense any car, one car. Okay, so my car, car belongs to me, my car, possessive adjective. Okay, but it can't be a my car. Does it make any sense to you? A my car, it doesn't make any sense. Or a this car, does it make any sense? Not at all. or my this car. Any sense? Not at all. So the combination of these main determiners in a single phrase or a sentence is not possible. Any one of it you have to opt for. Then second point in order of the determiners is, if there is a predeterminer, it begins the noun phrase. Half the plate is empty. So here if you look at this predeterminer, half is there, fraction is given, then comes our main determiner the, then comes our noun. We don't have any adjective in this sentence. Okay, half the silver plate is empty. In that case it becomes an adjective. Silver becomes an adjective. So this is the general structure. Okay, so predeterminer followed by main determiner followed by a noun. If you have adjective, it comes after the main determiner. And then I do yoga twice a day. So here I do yoga when twice a day. So this adverbial phrase has one predeterminer twice, one main determiner a, and one noun. Twice a day. Such a lovely gift. If you observe this, such predeterminer, a main determiner article, lovely adjective, and gift noun. And then quite an interesting story. Quite predeterminer, an main determiner, indefinite article, interesting adjective, and finally noun, story. Okay, so whenever you have a predeterminer, it begins the noun phrase. Keep that in mind. We can't write the half plate is empty, or we can't say I do yoga day twice, or such gift lovely. So however we wish, we can't write. There is certain pattern of using the determiners in a sentence. We have only one main determiner in any noun phrase or a sentence. Okay, combination of main determiners is not possible. We can't have articles and possessive adjectives or demonstrative adjectives in a single sentence or a phrase. So this is the order of the determiners. So dears, this is about our determiners lesson. Let us proceed towards our simple quiz. Fill in the blanks with appropriate determiners. Can you give me dash book on dash rack? There are dash students in the class. I haven't got dash extra pen with me. Dash apples are sour. I always carry dash umbrella with me. Dash a few students understood the concept. He has dash problems at present. Dash a beautiful place to live in. So this is our simple quiz. You have to fill in these blanks with appropriate determiners. Wish you all the best, dears. Meet you soon with another interesting video. Bye for now.